Hello and welcome to another What's Inside. Today we're looking at Seven Wonders Duel. This retails for about $30, as you could probably see from the sticker. And it's a two-player game. It's a standalone thing, not necessarily related to Seven Wonders. It's designed for two players, ages 10 and up. It takes about 30 minutes to play. And it's got a lot of really good reviews. I haven't actually seen it opened, so let's see what we've got inside. The back of the box makes it look pretty fun. It's a card drafting type game. So inside we're going to find a game board, 66 age cards, 7 guild cards, 12 wonder cards, 4 military tokens, 10 progress tokens, 1 conflict pawn, 31 coins, score pad, rulebook, and a game aid. And this is put out by Repos Productions. And the copyright date is not listed. 2015. I'm wrong, it's on there. So let's see what we got here. Alright, so they put the rule book in so that it got smooshed. That's always a good sign. Good job, guys. That's real quality control there. Excuse me. So we've got a little repost game advertisement, which is perfectly fine because they got that in there fine. But then we've got an insert here for Seven Wonders digital game, maybe, or an app. And there's one for something called Ghost Stories. Then we got the rule book, which got smooshed pretty good. It's 20 pages long and can take a little bit of a beating. And because it got banged up, it's going to be kind of hard to see. But it's got a lot of art in it, so rules shouldn't be too bad. I'm really annoyed that got put in there that way, so it's all screwed up. So here's your help sheet. Pretty straightforward. Just a quick rules thing. Then we've got our tokens. So let's see what we got here. Pretty nice looking. Good thickness on these. Coins. Alright. Then we've got our game board here. Nothing too particularly fancy. Pretty nice quality. Alright, then we've got, I'm guessing that's the first player token. There's a deck of cards here. There's space for 3 decks, so I'm guessing there's different ones in here. Then we've got our score pad, which is pretty nice. And that fits nicely in here. Then we've got these. We'll look at these first, I think. Alright, and that is all that is in the box, I think. So, we'll take a closer look at these. I'll zoom the camera in so we get a good look at these. And we'll start with these here. Okay, so these are actually just held on with a little piece of plastic around the center. So we've got the pyramids, which on the back is just this. And as you can see, the backs are all the same. So we got the pyramids, we've got the Colossus, then the Great Lighthouse, the Temple of Artemis, the Mausoleum, the Great Library, Piraeus. You got the Hanging Gardens, the statue of Zeus, the Sphinx, the Appian Way, and of course, Circus Maximus. Alright, then we have a card structure card. And on the other side, the On Your Turn sheet. So that's kind of nice to have. And that's those. So let me... And we'll look at the little deck. Alright. So we've got some different colors here, with different Roman numerals at the bottom. So we've got a, was that a G? And then a 3, then a 2, and of course a 1. So we'll start out with the G's. That's the smallest ones. And let's see what we've got here. We've got a Tacticians Guild, a Moneylenders Guild, Scientists Guild, a Magistrates Guild, Builders Guild, Ship Owners Guild, and lastly, the Merchants Guild. Pretty straightforward. So let's move those aside. And we'll look at our build number 1s next. So, pretty decent sized stack. We've got baths, an altar, then we have a theater, wood reserve, clay reserve, stone reserve, tavern, an apothecary, pharmacist, a workshop, a scriptorium, guard tower, palisade, a garrison, a stable, a press, glassworks, clay pit, quarry, a logging camp, clay pool, stone pit, and lastly a lumber yard. Alright, pretty cool. Let's move on to number 2. First up, we have a rostrum, an aqueduct, courthouse, statue, temple, customs house, caravansary, a forum, a brewery, a library, a dispensary, a laboratory, a school, parade ground, archery range, walls, barracks, horse breeders, drying room, glass blower, brickyard, a shelf quarry, and lastly a sawmill. Alright. These are pretty small, so you gotta be real careful when you're shuffling them because you're not gonna be able to put them in any kind of protection, and they'll probably get destroyed fairly easily. Alright, next we're looking at the third age. Alright, so we've got a obelisk, the Senate, Town Hall, a Pantheon, gardens, a palace, an armory, lighthouse, port, chamber of commerce, arena, an observatory, a study, university, an academy, praetorium, fortifications, a siege workshop, arsenal, and lastly a circus. Now these cards are a little slick, so they do tend to stick together and they slide pretty easily. So you want to be careful with them when you're putting them on the table. You don't put them down too hard or they'll slide right across the table. But they are pretty nice quality overall. I'm not upset with that. The pyramid cards are a little nicer, but they actually are pretty close to the same quality. I just like the size better on the bigger cards, I think. And the score pad, it's okay. The game board's pretty decent. It's got good thickness to it. And like I said, that's actually pretty nice. The tokens are good. Overall, the quality is pretty good. I don't like that they screwed up the rule book putting it in where it would get crushed like that. That was pretty frustrating. It would have been nice if the box depth had been slightly better, or they had put the rules underneath the tokens to kind of protect them a little better. Or just made the book a little bit smaller. Something to work with you like that. But overall, the game doesn't look too bad. It's Seven Wonders Duel. It is only 2-player though. So if you've got somebody that you play with regularly, cool, but if you got a third person around, probably not going to be fun to play for them. But it looks fun, quality's there. But that is what is inside Seven Wonders Duel from Repos Productions rather. 2 players, 10 plus on age, 30 minutes or so. And it looks pretty good. But that'll do it for me. As always, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss future openings. And we hope to see you on the next one.